So what the fuck do we do now?
Feels like the end of Finding Nemo when they're all in the bags. This is how it feels to not have Ridley here, honestly.
What are you talking
I'm sorry, okay?
It's not your fault.
We're gonna do the intro, and then we're gonna make our characters. We're gonna
Did I
level
start
up our
recording?
characters.
I didn't even start recording.
Locally? Or... It feels like we're in that last scene of Finding Nemo where they're all in the bags.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Read, Play, Game, the podcast where we look at tabletop role-playing games from every side of the table. I'm Jess, actually, and today I will be our rules lawyer and our judge.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, and today I will be Henri.
Hi everybody. I'm Anish. I'll be playing T-Man.
Hello, I am Nick. I'm
Woo,
back
woo,
again,
woo.
and I'm playing Tim.
Tim.
So thrilled to have Nick back as a guest. He was delightful in our last recording. Nick's here. He's now in the upper echelon of replay game guests who have been on multiple recording sessions.
Most episode count?
Oh.
Okay.
Not quite.
Wow.
No, Fun's definitely got the most episodes.
Yeah.
How many is that? What's my record to beat?
Like
Okay,
episodes?
1, 2, 3. It's like
It's a
in
lot.
the double
Lot.
digits.
Because
for
like
sure.
technically it was like 2 or 3 recording sessions.
It was 4 recording
It was
sessions.
4 recording sessions over the
Yeah.
course of like a year.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, hey, you can always come back.
Yeah, we can always return
we'll
to
see how this
Dungeon
goes.
Crawl
We'll see how
classes.
this
We'll see how this goes. Yeah, we all love Dungeon Crawl Classic so much.
We can do a magic Let's Play episode, and I'll be
Of
on for like 4 or 5 of
course.
those, right?
Yeah,
so
we could
true.
do one game of Commander and it'll be 5 episodes.
Perfect.
For people tuning in for the first time, this is
What is this?
Read
the
2?
1.5.
We're in a fucked up situation.
Dungeon Crawl
Of
Classics is
5 parts that make up the structure of the podcast.
weird. Oh no.
For people tuning in for the first time, this is going to be a weird one to tune into. But actually, like, if you ignored the funnel, this is just going to kind of feel like a more
Read
typical
episode.
read episode. So, like, it's kind of like a read reset. Like, this is kind of our Did we make the joke of replay game?
Yeah, we said read, play, replay, read, play, reread, replay, game.
Yeah.
We only game once.
Yeah, we only got one thing to say about this. We won't just be reading, though. We'll be walking through the character creation process of an RPG that we've selected for this week, talking through the rules as we go. This will be followed by later episodes where we play through a brief game using these characters, then reflect on the system. Feel free to listen to whichever of these interest you, and feel free to skip whichever ones don't. If you are confused by all the jokes we were just making, it's because we're playing Dungeon Crawl Classics by Joseph Goodman, and we've already recorded at least 2 episodes for that, which were the initial character creation process in which Anish, Nick, and Emma all made 3 to 4 characters, and we threw them into a what is called a funnel, where they were put through a pretty brutal situation for what they were, which was level 0 characters, so that they could be traumatized and have an interesting backstory as they watched all their friends die. Because that's the tone of this game. So get ready, strap in, because that's how it is.
It's hard.
It's
Yeah.
not an easy
It'll be
game.
easier now that we have a level, but not much, right?
It's still pretty, like, it's supposed to be a fairly lethal game, and I appreciate you guys, your patience.
Is it? I did read ahead in the module to kind of see the funnel, like how you're supposed to do the funnel, whatever. I can talk about that later in game. Or...
What do you mean? Like, you read through the...
Like I just saw like the map and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, like this is what was in that room. Oh, this was in that room. This is how.
Oh,
we
that's
really?
fun.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. We could totally... Yeah, that's totally a game type discussion. But in the spirit of the history of Dungeon Crawl Classics, I think I'm going to exclusively use modules for this. Which we've not
Okay.
really... I don't think we've ever used modules on Replay
No,
Game
I don't think
before.
so.
But Dungeon Crawl Classics started as modules for D&D. So it's kind of like structured around that. Actually, just kidding. What comes next, I completely came up with and is 100% original. Anyway, all that is to say, these past couple episodes were like the initial sort of consider them a backstory of what we're about to play, which is now they're going to level their characters up to level 1. And this is like the real game. And the last one was definitely a game, right? Like that was a traditional sort of role-playing game, but the structure is different just because you're going to be playing less characters. But like overall, you still were playing the game.
Yeah. I feel like the funnel, well, that does feel, we're in such a weird situation with game episode versus the read episode. I'm just going to say it. Funnel felt more like you're playing like chess, like you're just moving pieces on a board. And
like
then
Fire
now we're
Emblem.
like, well,
Yeah.
I don't play video games. But I
Well,
play
Fire Emblem is kind of like the funnel, which is if you're incompetent, all your characters die.
Okay. But now we're inhabiting a role.
Yeah.
We're role playing
Yes.
with this game. Okay.
And we'll get into kind of what that means in a sec. So, questions before we jump in. Concerns. Hate comments.
A couple.
Are you guys mad at me or something? Because you know I risk
Because I risked my job. Get Ridley.
You can't make these references without Ridley.
We're sorry.
It's so that they'll listen to the episode. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the part where they're starting to zone out as they listen, and then they like sit up straight because they hear the reference.
Jangling.
Yeah. All right. So this one we're gonna hopefully keep brief because it's just a level up, right? We've played D&D before, we've leveled up before. Unfortunately, this is not D&D, it's Dungeon Crawl Classics, and I'm reading through the rules, and they try to make everything in this game as complicated as possible.
Yay!
So we're gonna see how long it takes us. I think we're just gonna go character by character because each of you have a different thing going on. And I'll start with Anish because Anish, you have a couple decisions you need to make.
Oh no!
Like more so than the other two.
Yeah.
So we can like talk about it up front so that you have time to ruminate on it, and then maybe return to it unless you've already ruminated on it.
I ruminate a lot. Yeah. I work on it in therapy.
Yes.
I brought my Dungeon Crawl Classics baggage to therapy with me.
Yeah, I mean like 3 of my fucking
It just kept
died.
pointing at us.
Yeah. Okay, so if you guys remember from the end of the last episode, Anish kind of said that his character T-Man was going to... And can you spell that for me? Is it T-M-A-N?
Yes.
Cool.
With a dash or no dash?
I didn't put a dash. I just put a space.
So wait,
T-Man.
T space man? This is like a... I ain't got a joke for it. Sorry, guys.
So your name's T-Man?
Yeah, my name's T-Man. It's spelled T-E-A-M-A-N.
Anish, we needed to be consistent for the wiki.
There's nothing more serious.
Canon name right here.
It's T space M-A-N. That's what's on the paper.
Oh, he's showing it for the record. Wow. Not even capitalized in the second word. All right, guys. We've got it. T-Man. All right, so at the end of the episode, Anish's remaining character, T-Man, who was part of a polycule that's now dead, you said casually, not casually, you said like because of an assumption that you made that you would be a wizard, but then I think right after we stopped recording, you realized that you meant cleric because that's the one that uses personality.
I accidentally switched my personality intelligence score the entire session, so I'm really good at games.
I don't even remember if you rolled either of those anyway.
Who knows?
Who knows? Probably people who have listened to the podcast.
Oh, okay.
So you've decided to be a cleric.
Yeah.
What this means. Why don't you read the first 2 paragraphs of this?
Sure. There are rules that govern the multiverse, some deciphered by man and some opaque. The oldest rules are the void, which no person or god understands. Only Cthulhu and the Old Ones. Then the Old Ones established law and chaos, which created and divided the gods. From the gods came divine rules for the behaviors of mortals, and if people live by these rules, their gods reward them in this life or the next. This is what your god tells you, and as their cleric, you will persuade, convert, or destroy those who speak otherwise. You would venture to find gold or holy relics, destroy abominations and enemies, and convert heathens to the truth. You'll be rewarded, even if you have to die to receive that reward.
So this is an interesting tone for the game. I mean, it's an indicator, definitely indicator of what the tone is supposed to be, but like this is pretty consistent, I think, just with the way that they approach all of this stuff. Is that clerics are kind of they do adhere very strictly to alignments in this game. You'll notice there's different mechanics for different alignments. Does everyone remember what alignment they picked for their character?
Yes.
I'm lawful.
Chaotic.
I'm neutral. Hey.
Whoa.
What a range. And that wasn't even intentional because these characters were not the ones people expected to live.
I was supposed to be lawful.
So that's really the only choice you make in the character creation. So that is kind of like, that's already like the customizable part of the class, pretty much.
Yeah, especially for cleric.
Yeah. So, hit points. A cleric gains 1d8 hit points at each level. It doesn't specify that you add your stamina modifier to this one at these levels, but I will say go ahead and just do that if you want.
Well, how generous of you. Because if I do that, I rolled an 8 plus 1, I suppose. So that's a 9 plus 2. I'm at 11.
Is 2 what you were at before?
Yes.
That is so funny to go from 2
2
to
to
11 in one level.
Wow.
Congrats.
Thank you. I've collectively stolen the HP of my polycule.
Yeah, you've absorbed it. That's your
Aw.
religion.
It's my love.
So sad.
I kind of like that narrative. 1d8. So basically, when you level up, you gain you roll whatever die corresponds to your class, and you add those to your health. It does not say that you add the stamina too, but it said that at the beginning, like for the first one. So I'm just kind of letting that happen because that's how it works in D&D as well. And otherwise, you guys are going to have some pretty meager hit points. Okay, and then at first level, a cleric selects a god to worship, and in doing so, chooses one side of the eternal struggle. So you can pick a god from the
Lawful
It was
set?
the lawful, the neutral, or the chaotic set. So you said you're what again? Lawful.
I'm lawful. Yeah.
Who you got? Did you pick one?
I'm between 2. There's Ulesh, the god of peace, which I think would be great. Somebody keeping the peace within the polycule, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
You need that.
now that that's gone, maybe I'm a different guy. I start worshiping the god of vengeance instead.
Was that in the like lawful?
Yep.
That's fun.
So you're the god, the like alignment of the gods. The god that you pick is also going to affect the weapons that you are proficient with / use.
Ooh.
So the weapons that correspond to the law alignment are club, mace, sling, staff, warhammer. And then also unholy creatures, like what creatures are considered unholy to you. Because hypothetically, if you're chaotic, you might like, for example, for chaos, an unholy creature to a chaos cleric is an angel or a paladin or like a lawful dragon. But since you're lawful, the unholy creatures to you are undead, demons, devils, chaotic extraplanar creatures, monsters like a basilisk or Medusa, chaos primes, chaotic humanoids, chaotic dragons.
Very cool. I think I'll choose Ulesh, god of peace.
You're still feeling peaceful.
I can't change who I am, you know.
You can take the man out of the polycule, but you can't take the polycule out of the man.
You can change your polycule, you can change your god. You can change your level.
Keep going.
And your name too, Todd.
Todd man.
God,
Not
man.
bad.
99% of Jesses stop singing before they get to you can change your name to Todd.
That's kind of a skits and giggles callback there
Oh wow.
for the
Deep lore.
ancient fans. Yeah.
Okay, what next?
Clerics may choose. Okay, so you've already chosen your god. Weapon training. A cleric is trained in the weapons used by the faithful followers of their god, as shown on page 32. So you're trained in all those weapons that I listed earlier. Your alignment must match your gods. Okay.
All right.
Clerics of chaotic alignments belong to secret cults and strange sects. Clerics of lawful alignments belong to organized religious groups. Neutral clerics tend toward philosophical affiliations. Oh my god, they're like those guys that debate you in your
Debate
philosophy
bros.
class in
Ew.
God's Not Dead.
Listeners know very well about the God's Not Dead series.
Did I tell you guys I was talking to someone the other day who does a Mystery Science 3000 thing, but for
God's
those
Not Dead.
for those kinds of movies?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Had a long ass conversation about the franchise. Okay, a cleric who changes alignment loses the support of their god, etc. Caster level.
Whoa.
Caster level is measurement of a cleric's power in channeling their god's energy. A cleric's caster level is usually their level as a cleric, but may be modified by certain circumstances. Many clerics adventure in search of holy relics that bring them closer to their gods and thus increase caster level. So your caster level is 1, and you don't have any items, so your caster level is 1 and not increased.
Okay.
A cleric can call upon the favor of their god. This form of magic is known as idle magic. So a cleric has access to the spells of their god as noted on table 1-5. Let's see. So you know at level 1 4 first level spells. And as we alluded to earlier, thank God only one of you is a spellcaster, because each of these spells has like multiple pages dedicated to it.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, to cast a spell, the way casting spells works, to cast a spell, a cleric makes a spell check. I think that's kind of a funny phrase.
Like online?
Yeah. The spell check is made like any other check. Roll a d20 plus your personality modifier plus your caster level. If you succeed,
Nice.
their god attends to their request. Not always predictably, but with generally positive results. But the interesting thing about clerics in this system is disapproval. Did you read about disapproval?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this.
Can you explain
I'm
it?
excited. I want to learn about it.
Can you explain it to us?
Basically, if I roll bad, I fail even more, and I
Do you
I-
lose the favor of your god?
Yeah.
I have to roll on something called the
Oh.
disapproval table. And I'll just give you a sample of things I could possibly roll for. Immediately getting a -1 penalty on all spell checks. I must undergo a test of humility. I must defer to all other creatures and characters as if they were their superiors. Oh my god. It's just a real humiliation.
And you get you roll on this disapproval table if you roll a 1 during a spell check. However, every time you fail a roll, like not just roll a 1, but if you just regularly fail, that number goes up by 1. So that means if you fail 1 spell check, you fail the spell, but also now your number's 2. If you fail 2 spell checks, now it's 3.
That's funny.
So I'm gonna be
Your god's
that-
like, don't make me look bad.
I'm gonna get disapproved of.
You don't know. You can succeed every time.
No.
I believe it's reset to 1 every day anyway, so it's not like
Yeah, when you gain all your spells on a following day, your disapproval range also resets.
But what's interesting also is that they go into like other ways to have the number go down and also to make it go back or to go down and up. Like they have a whole section on penalties can be offset by sacrifices. Once it goes beyond a natural 1, you can reduce that range by offering sacrifices to your deity. And they like outline a whole section on what a sacrifice can be. So like you can sacrifice goods for every 50 gold pieces of sacrificed goods, a cleric cancels 1 point of normal disapproval range. For example, a disapproval range of 1 through 4 can be reduced to 1 through 3. That seems like a steep cost for something that's going to be reset the next day. So that's
I guess
interesting to me.
If
Some
you're
of
in
those
a real
things-
bind.
Yeah, some of those things are pretty killer, I will say.
Yeah. If you fail enough, also you can
Rack
have
him
it.
up.
You can do a disapproval roll when you succeed. Like if you get it up to like a 13
Oh my God.
and like you like roll a successful roll, it still fails.
Good luck, dude.
It's gonna be interesting.
There's also like it outlines sinful use of divine power. So if you use your power in a way that goes against your alignment, that can also make your number go up. which is kind of just up to the judge's discretion. Examples are like being merciful to a foe while worshiping the god of war, healing a character of the opposed alignment, or healing or aiding a character of an opposed belief or deity.
So should I
do not get along with Tim.
Yeah, should I be a cleric of peace then? Because it feels like we should be doing a lot of killing.
I just
That's up
love
to you.
killing.
That's up to you.
Shit, I am keeping the peace.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, do it.
Awesome. Okay, and then after all of that stuff, it has that's the interesting thing about this game is they just go into so much detail about such situational things that are only gonna come up like rarely.
It's gonna be
When
the
they
first
do.
thing we encounter.
Maybe. Then it has turn unholy, which is your typical like turn undead type thing.
But specific to the things that you don't get along with.
Yes. At any time, a
is
cleric
kinda
may
fun.
utilize a spell check. This is just a spell check. It's not even casting a spell to deter holy creatures. An unholy creature is any being that the cleric scriptures declare unholy. Typically, this includes undead, demons, and devils. I think this is an interesting way to like balance like spell slots, right? Because you don't have spell slots, but if you spam spells, then you're going to increase your disapproval rating.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a risk reward type thing. And this includes the turn undead or turn unholy spell checks, because that's just rolling a spell check. Lay on hands is another ability, which
I think T-Man is quite familiar with that one.
ooh.
Yeah.
You can heal damage to any living creature. It may not heal undead, animated objects, extraplanar creatures, or constructs. In this manner, it must physically touch the wounds of the faithful and concentrate for one action. The spell check is made as any other. It's just a D20 personality modifier caster level. Failure increases disapproval range as noted above.
If you try to do that on somebody who's not faithful, does it not work?
It works, I think. Like not faithful to your god, or
like I'm saying, like
touch
so
the wounds
if
of the
T-Man,
faithful.
that's what I'm saying. So if the wounded person is not faithful, does the healing not work?
I
for
think
that
the
person?
healing still would work. It just actually there are
I
details.
say not, because everybody should worship Ulesh, god of peace.
I know it works,
So
but that
you
your
withhold
disapproval
your
is going to
help?
go up,
I
so you don't have
withhold
to
my
do
Just
it.
thoughts and prayers if they don't believe.
Yeah, it's just thoughts and prayers.
So it's honestly bad that you guys are on a team with people who have
This is
entirely
great.
different alignments.
Perfect, whatever.
But there are the healing actually is like does have some details to it that are different. The damage healed varies according to several factors.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It is
And this
always
is like half a page.
A number of dice with the type of dice determined by the hit die of the creature to be healed. For example, a warrior uses a d12 hit die, so a warrior would be healed with d12 dice. The number of dice healed cannot exceed the target's hit dice or class level. For example, a cleric healing a first level character cannot heal with more than one die, even if they roll well on their check. Finally, before rolling their spell check, a cleric may elect to heal a specific condition instead of hit points. Healed dice translate to conditions as noted before. In this case, the target's hit dice or class level do not act as a ceiling. If the cleric heals the indicated dice, the damaging condition is alleviated. Overflow hit dice do not become normal healing, and if the healed dice are too low, there is no effect. Broken limbs 1 die, organ damage 2 dice, disease 2 dice, paralysis 3 dice, poison 3 dice, blindness or deafness 4 dice.
So I get to roll that amount of dice to relieve that, or is it a different?
Get in the
sort of
comments.
intention?
I actually don't understand this part at all.
I think
What page are you on?
30.
38?
My
30.
understanding,
30.
I feel like I actually don't understand.
Okay, let me also go to it and we can all put our heads together.
Please.
Okay,
please help.
Like, I don't get what the point of rolling it here is
30.
if there's not a hit point value.
Well, you have to decide, right, whether you want it to be a hit point or if you want to I think that it's a way of not having a specific spell for, like, remove curse.
I think so, but I think the intention is, so to do a spell check, it's D20 personality modifier and then caster level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is that to heal a broken limb, it's 1 dice that you roll, Whereas blindness and deafness, you roll 4 dice and see which one succeeds. Because
Heal the
maybe
dice
some things are
tray.
easier to heal than others.
Wait,
I'm
see
not
which
sure.
one succeeds?
I'm not sure.
Before rolling their spell check, they may elect to heal a specific condition.
When you roll spell checks, how
It feels
are
like
you rolling
a
them?
threshold, no? Like, you can't cure
Mhm.
blindness unless you have 4 dice, and you don't have 4 dice unless you're level 4.
Yeah.
Right, that is what I thought it was
Oh.
at first.
And you have to
But
Oh,
does
that
it
makes
succeed
sense.
correspond
on.
to the
I
dice
think
of the
it's.
target? Because that's
I
how
think
it
it's
works.
you have to like succeed on that many dice, right? I don't know.
Well, no, 'cause
That's
the-
what I would guess.
That makes sense. Because probably blindness or deafness is harder to heal than a broken limb.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the target's hit dice or class. Oh, you know what? It's always a number of dice.
The number of dice healed cannot exceed the target's hit dice or class level. Okay, so I guess
Well,
Then
it's not a
if you try
ceiling.
it multiple times, you have to try it 4 times to cure blindness?
I think you might be right in that it corresponds to
Oh,
level.
there's a on the next page. There's a okay. So if you're trying to heal me, you're lawful, I'm neutral. So we are 1 step apart. If cleric and subject differ in alignment by 1 step, if you are making a spell check and you get a 14 to 19, we are adjacent, so that counts as 2 dice.
what the fuck?
Do y'all
Okay,
see
hold on. We
that?
haven't even gotten into this part yet, though.
But that
I
is, I
think
think,
this is
what
what
this
is
is.
happening.
Like, that's the healing thing.
It also counts as a sin.
It also counts as
I
Fuck
can't
this
heal
game, man.
you.
I gotta be honest. Fuck this
I don't.
game.
You know what? Just don't heal us. That's fine. Let's just skip it.
I'm a cleric.
Are
That's
there
what I'm
potions in
saying.
this game? Can we just get potions?
potion seller.
Okay. I'm gonna read
But
through that alignment
there's-
section just to clarify that.
Yes, please,
God.
please.
Just to clarify that.
Haha.
The cleric's alignment further influences the results as follows. If cleric and the subject are the same alignment, they count as same on the table below. If they differ in alignment by 1 step, etc., or have different but not antithetical gods, so that's, I think, just a case-by-case evaluation basis, they count as adjacent on the table below. Such a healing action may constitute sin if not done in the service of the faith. If cleric and
So
subject are
I think
opposed
you
alignment.
can heal me without it being a sin as long as I'm being chill, but you can never heal Tim without it being a sin. It will always be a sin to heal
But
Tim.
peace for all.
It feels like I'm reading a Bible straight up. Like, then have the cleric make a spell check and reference. Then have them. Okay.
Nah, the Bible makes more sense than
I just don't
this.
understand what the dice mean. I don't understand what the dice mean in this table.
I think that it just is referring to. Is it. Okay, here's my guess. Yes, it is always a number of dice with the type of dice determined by the hit die of the creature to be healed. So if you are healing me and you roll a 20, that would be 3 dice, and they would be 3 of my hit dice.
Okay.
Like, you get
that's
3
what
That's
dice
how
of
it works.
healing on that roll, but
So-
you can only use 1 die because you're level 1.
Because you're level 1.
Okay.
You're limited in your magic.
Okay. I gotcha. So this,
I'm getting it.
You are getting
I'm
it. Thank you so much.
understanding.
So this guy. So for anyone listening, and just skip the last 30 seconds, the last 4 minutes of our discussion,
Yeah.
which I know you're already here. So,
We could edit that
yeah.
back there.
The dice on like the conditions, the like 1 die, 2 die, 3 die, etc. That is literally just to determine the difficulty level of the spell check. So like to cure blindness or deafness, which would be 4 dice, that means for someone with the same alignment, you would have to roll a 20 to 21. For someone with an adjacent alignment, you would have to roll 4 or 22 plus. For someone with an opposed alignment, I don't think you can do it.
Can't do it. Jesus cured the blind, but only the faithful blind.
Truth nuke. That is a truth nuke, my loves.
We're in
game
hell.
is crazy.
Guys, you know when Jess doesn't like the complicated game, it's bad.
I think it's fun. I think when we get to know what's actually going on, and
It's actually really cool.
I do think that makes sense. I think they just are wording it bad.
Yeah,
It's
they're wording it in an intentionally complicated way. Also, you know what? Positive attitude. I think it's really cool. Here
wow,
is the same table
That's really
presented
big of you.
slightly differently to match the format of the character sheet. Cool.
What?
They like just flipped it for some reason. Do you see that? They like switched the axes.
Yeah.
same alignment. Okay, so if I get a 20 on a lay on hands, and somebody is an opposed alignment, they get to heal 2 of their hit dice.
But
Yeah.
only one because you're only level 1.
Yeah.
But only
This feels
one.
like a math equation. Like this feels like a math problem you do on a
So,
worksheet.
wait a second.
is evil.
So
Yeah.
none of this fucking matters.
What?
None of this fucking matters because
Well,
we're
it
always gonna roll 1
does.
dice.
It does because actually
does
that's a great
because-
question. For the conditions, you're
Like-
limited to only being able to heal the 1 die conditions, right? At level 1, like you can't heal
No.
blindness at level 1.
You can no. So that was wrong what I said earlier. That you can still do that. It's the only limitations are the opponent's level, or not the opponent, the creature you're healing's level. So you as a level 1 cleric can heal someone for 4 dice hypothetically, but they would have to have the capacity to be healed.
I
So
thought it
none
was.
of us.
Oh,
have
so
the
it's not the
capacity.
cleric. You're okay.
Yeah, the cleric.
You could heal us for 4 dice if we had 4 dice to heal with.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If you
saying.
had
None
the
of us do.
capacity to
Yeah,
So
but
it
that makes
doesn't
sense.
matter.
That makes sense. But you can cure our blindness.
Right, and
We
1
can?
through you could cure blindness because there's not a ceiling on that.
Fuck,
But 1 through 11 note is always a failure on lay on hand, or like a spell check. Also, this is for all spell checks, it seems. A 1 to 11 is a failure. So basically, if you do a lay on hands roll in this session, the only thing that matters is that you get at least a 12, and you will heal them for 1 die. Hypothetically, if they're the same alignment, you would technically get 2 dice, but like we said, your other party members, already they're not the same alignment, so that doesn't matter. And second, like, they only have 1 hit die. So we've just said the same thing over and over and over, and it didn't make sense most of the times. So I hope it did that time for everybody. Questions
I think I'm
about
getting
that?
it now.
Cool. Do you want to play cleric?
Me? You want to swapsies?
This shit's crazy. Oh my god!
Oh,
All right,
that's funny.
I'm chilling. And the other thing I wanted to understand: can I just lay on hands an unlimited number of time?
Yeah,
Or is
it's
it-
the same
Because
as the
it-
spells, because you could
if you're
fail and get the
failing-
disapproval up.
This fucking rocks.
Get the
I'm gonna
disapproval up.
disapproval up.
It's kind of awesome, right? Like, I
I'm-
kind of love
the-
this instead of
the
spell
disapproval
slots.
up.
I disapprove the
up,
up, the up, the up.
Okay, and there's also, so there's more to cleric, guys, don't worry. There's also divine aid, which is, as a devout worshiper, a cleric is entitled to beseech their deity for divine aid. Beneficent followers are
Yes.
already rewarded with spells, the abilities,
What page we on?
and the ability to turn the unholy, so it must be recognized that requesting direct intervention is an extraordinary act. To request divine aid, the cleric makes a spell check at the same modifier that would apply if they were casting a spell. This extraordinary act imparts a cumulative plus 10 penalty to future disapproval range.
Oh my god!
And you still could fail.
Based on the
Yeah.
result of the spell check, the judge will describe the result. Simple requests, like light a candle, are DC 10. And extraordinary requests, summon and control a living column of flame, are DC 18 or higher. So it's like, I love this because it's built in, that's the thing about this game is it is kind of just punishing players for every like annoying thing that people do at a table where it's like,
Yeah.
can I pray to solve this problem? And it's like, yeah, you can, and you'll get a plus 10 penalty on your disapproval
And your god
roll.
said, "Why are you bothering me?"
Yeah, and your god fucking hates you.
I love the idea of not wanting to get up to light a candle. God, please.
Please, 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 please.
Please.
Yeah, using it to light a candle is insane.
Well, what if you're stuck in a cave and it's really dark and you can't see anything? Sometimes we have to turn to the gods.
I love the idea that the god is like, I selected you as a representative of my will on Earth, and you're sitting here like begging me for shit. Like you're asking for a soda out of the vending machine.
Is that how you feel on Twitter?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Okay. Luck. A cleric's luck modifier applies to all spell checks to turn unholy creatures. So just that wasn't even mentioned before. Just throw that in. You add your
Okay.
luck modifier to that.
Sure.
Action
What's
dice.
your luck modifier, just out of curiosity?
0.
Cool.
Doesn't even matter. A cleric can use their action dice for attack rolls or spell checks. So that is the cleric stuff. I'll also note it has this table for the information that it will tell you. It seems you get a bonus. I'm not sure where it says this in the actual rules, but I'm seeing on the table it looks like you have a bonus to your fortitude and will, depending on your
Nice.
level, that goes up. So I'm just going to say yeah, that's right. It did say this early, but we just didn't talk about it because it wasn't relevant. You can add +1 to your fortitude and will modifiers.
Cool.
That's fun.
And that goes up as you level up. Action dice, you just get 1 for the first 5 levels, so it won't be relevant to us. But what's interesting is if you see on the table at level 6, you get 1 d20 plus 1 d14. That means like in combat, you can take an additional action, but for the second action, you use a d14 instead of a d20.
interesting.
I think it's kind of cool. And you have a crit die and table, which is a d8. We'll get into a crit die when it's relevant. And you have 4 first level spells. Oh my god, there's a whole section on turning unholy. Anish, if you want to do that, then just
We'll
read
get
this.
to it. We'll get there when
We'll
we get
get
there.
there.
Like, there's a whole
We'll
fucking
get there
table.
eventually.
Oh my god.
There's a whole table for everything. Are y'all having fun listening to this? Because I'm having a blast.
Okay,
Not really. I'm not listening, I don't think.
here are your options for cleric spells, and you get 4 of these. So I'm just going to read these to you, Anish. You choose 4 of them, and don't fucking bother with
Just
me with it
vibes.
until
Just
you do
vibes.
it.
Okay.
Don't you're acting like the god. Don't fucking bother me with it.
Blessing is a spell on page 255. Darkness, 258. Detect Evil, 259. Detect Magic, 260. Food of the Gods. I almost said Foot of the Gods, 262.
Can I get that? Can I
No.
get Foot of the Gods?
Holy
Can I get Foot of the
Sanctuary,
Gods?
263. Paralysis, 264. Protection from Evil, 265. Resist Cold or Heat, 266. Second Sight, 267. Word of Command, 268. So those are the spells that you can choose from, and go to the corresponding page to learn what they do. And I do say sometimes it's page or pages. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but I kind of want to reference
Thank you.
just one spell just to see, like, just as an example for our listeners, if you're really wondering how bad this is. Blessing has 3 pages, and
3?
yeah.
Like full pages?
Yeah, here's the structure. I mean, most of it's a table, so it's fine. Most
Okay,
of the
cool. That's
structure
fine.
of the spells goes like this. It says the level. It says the range, which for this is self or touch. So you could touch yourself or touch
Oh.
someone else. Yep. That's actually not considered a sin if you're chaotic. Duration, 1 turn or more. So that lasts one combat or more. Or more. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait,
Can I
Jess.
change alignments?
No, Jess, do you remember Chris's character in that home?
Yes, yeah, of the cleric or paladin of Aphrodite.
Paladin of Aphrodite, and he would pray and like receive visions from the gods in the moment of self-love.
Yeah, he like rolled to determine when he would
To see
when he
his
would climax,
length of
and that's how much
orgasm.
time.
So that's how much words he would get from Aphrodite.
That was awesome.
Christ.
The cleric beseeches the blessing of their god. If bestowed, this blessing can be a great boon to the success of their endeavors. The spell can be cast on the cleric themselves, on an object, or on one of the cleric's allies. The spell is most effective on allies with the same alignment. Uh-oh. Casting this spell on a target with different alignment incurs a -1 penalty to the spell check, and casting the spell on a target with an opposite alignment or an allegiance to an opposed deity incurs a -2 penalty. This is awesome. So whenever you want to cast a spell, you're going to have to read through all this shit to determine if you have a penalty or not.
Loki, if you wanted to metagame this, it would
Mhm.
be best to be a cleric who is neutral. Because then
Yeah,
there's nothing
because
that's
then-
opposite to you. Everybody's
Ye-
one step away or same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Why would you want to metagame?
This game?
Yeah. The casting time reflects prayer and meditation as the cleric uses their holy symbol to conduct the blessing ritual. Blessings cast under auspicious circumstances receive a bonus of +1 or +4 according to the judge's discretion. Such circumstances include casting in the temple of cleric's god, casting on a sacred holiday, or casting with the use of a holy relic. Likewise, casting under inauspicious circumstances such as an unholy enemy temple receives a penalty ranging from -1 to -4. Manifestation. Roll 1d4. Target glow. 1. Target glows. 2. Target is limbed in a brilliant aura. 3. Target manifests an angelic crown. 4. The heavenly host sings softly when the blessing is present. So that's just how it manifests. I guess it's like flavor.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's
so then below it
big
has a table here for what happens when it's cast on yourself, when it's cast on an ally, and when it's cast on an object. And honestly, once you've looked at one of these kinds of spellcasting tables, you kind of get all of them, because this is formatted pretty much the same as that table we just looked at for lay on hands, because it has the 1 through 11 section and its failure for all three, and then it has like what the number means for each one. Except it does go all the way up to 32.
Because you can roll that high in this game.
Yeah. So mostly what this is going to do is it's just going to, depending on the number you roll, which is interesting because no matter, like a lot of games, like, I mean, I say a lot of games, D&D, like, you'll get better, a bit, like, more bonuses as you go up in level. But for this, you could hypothetically get a really high bonus at first level if you just roll well. So there's like a variety. It's an interesting level of randomness if you're willing to commit to that.
What else for cleric?
So nothing for cleric. That's all for cleric.
Yay.
That's all.
Anish, just choose
Tim?
4 spells and let us know when you've chosen.
Okay.
Are Tim and I both halflings?
No.
Oh, shit.
I'm human.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah,
I thought
so
I was
we'll-
like, this will be easy.
Just in the order, we'll do human. We'll do thief because you chose thief. Yes.
Oh, slay.
Yeah, and I was working on it while y'all were talking.
Excellent. Could you read for me those first 2 paragraphs?
You are a hulking, skulking thug waiting for your next victim, a dexterous wall climber cozening treasures from ostensibly impenetrable vaults, a fleet-footed cut-purse outrunning shouting pursuers through a crowded market, or a brooding killer stalking a difficult target. Thieves can be big or small, fast or slow, tall or thin, but they all have one thing in common. They survive not by sword or spell, but by stealth and cunning.
So that's your pretty typical thief description. I'd say that goes pretty in line with most interpretations of that.
Yeah. For my alignment, because I am chaotic, that puts me on the path of the assassin. And at
Fuck
level
yes.
1, my title is Thug. I think, again, with my occupation being a gong farmer, which is a very highly
I
esteemed night
forgot.
worker, I think I kind of couple that with, like, maybe I'm like a grave robber type,
Yeah.
sort of seedy at night, whatever, whatever. So that kind of works for that. My hit points at level 0 were 2, and I rolled my 1d6 plus 0, so now I have 6 whole hit points, so that's wonderful.
Okay. Not
And
bad.
awful.
But you're not going to
Um,
get hit because you're so sneaky.
I actually have a plus 0 for agility, so I'm not. But I do get extra bonuses to an ability called Backstab. So, like, if I roll to sneak or hide in shadows, I basically become, like, invisible-ish, kind of. And then I can add some modifiers to a Backstab roll, which is, like, auto-critting type stuff like that. I have skills in picking locks, finding traps, disguising myself, handling poison. I also... Whenever I expend luck, normally you burn 1 luck permanently and you add that 1 to your roll. As a thief, I can burn 1 point and then roll a d3 instead of 1. So I can turn that 1 burn into up to 3 added benefits. So that's pretty cool. And then I also regain luck. 1 per level per night, but only up to 11. So I currently have a 13 luck, so I won't be able to regenerate anything until I burn it below 11. But kind of cool.
And
Not
it's only
permanent.
up to 11 just because that's how the thief works?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay, cool.
Where does it say that?
I don't
Oh, yeah.
remember.
No, this is an example, I think. For example, a first level thief with starting luck score of 11 attempts to disable a trap, and then it brings back to 11, I think specifically just because they chose an example up to 11.
So I think you could go up to
Oh.
13.
Okay, so I can go to what are my bases?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well then never mind.
It's interesting because this is actually fairly similar to a halfling. Like, halflings also
Yeah,
have
that's
that.
I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I guess, but so to me, that last line of that paragraph is that the thief's luck score cannot increase past 11.
Oh.
That's specific to that, or that's
Why would they
all-encompassing?
use an example of a starting level of 11 if it, like...
No. I think that is just relevant to...
Okay. Earlier, this process cannot take their luck score past its natural maximum.
Okay,
so my
beautiful.
natural maximum is 13 based off
Yeah.
of the original rolls.
Yeah, it's
So I
just in the
cannot go
example
past
that it's the 11, and it can't go
I
past that thief's
keep
11.
accidentally clicking out of the rule book, and then I lose my page.
That's annoying. It's a
I'm
big-ass
gonna
rule book.
die.
Other notable things, I guess, for the thief is I got a bunch of trained weapons. The first of which is blackjack, which is not the card game, unfortunately.
Oh.
But
Well, that's a
I was
weapon?
excited for a second.
Yeah.
I guess, unless I don't have a blackjack anyway. But we could say I'm trained in the card game blackjack, which I also like.
I think so.
But the only relevant one is I'm trained in daggers, so I gotta add some stuff there. Which my trowel is considered a dagger, so my little shovel is sharp. And then I had rolled on the equipment table, and I have a longbow, but I'm not trained in that. So I've got a longbow just kind of for show.
I think you picked up the longbow from... You picked up a longbow in the last dungeon.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe I'll trade it with somebody then if somebody else has something better or needs a longbow.
I think you picked it up because nobody else could use a longbow.
Well, I couldn't either, so fuck.
What's interesting, the interesting thing about the thief section is that really it does not need to be that complicated, but they extended it into 3 pages just describing each thing a thief can do, which is like sneak silently, hide in shadows, and they basically just described DCs for each one, which is like, I don't think you need to do that individually, you know what I mean? Like it
And
says
yeah.
like the base DC for moving across stone surfaces is 10, the base DC for like it basically just repeatedly says 10 is a easy difficulty class, 15 is harder, 20 is harder.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a protection for the judge from ire from the players.
Yeah.
Of like, well, it's supposed to be that hard. It says it in the book. You know? Like, it actually says it in the book that it's supposed to be that hard.
This is a game for annoying people, guys.
And luckily, you've tuned into Read Play Game.
But then interesting is they have a bonus. They have a table of bonuses for each alignment. You saw that, right, Nick?
Yeah, so I added all those to my whatever. Which is funny because I have, there's pickpocket, disable trap, and forge document as skills, but I add +0 at level 1. So it's like they're not really skills if I'm not
You're still
getting any buffs,
learning.
I guess.
Yeah.
But my best buffs are for the backstab and the sneak silently skills because of my Path of the Assassin
Which
subtype or whatever.
these numbers are all completely different for each alignment, and it's just it's like 3 separate tables for all these like random assortments of numbers. So like what I can't imagine creating this game. They must have like spent a lot of time meticulously coming up with these individual
Or
numbers.
no time.
Or no time. Or they
Just like...
they said, hey, ChatGPT, make a bunch of numbers for me.
They just rolled a bunch of dice.
There's also some interesting... That's pretty much all we need to talk about with Thief, right? I don't think there's...
That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Halfling is
They-
also pretty straightforward.
They have Thieves' Cant, too.
Yeah, I have an extra language, Thieves' Cant. It's basically the same as D&D, where it's like a
Slay.
secret code language or like double entendre words in common.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I also
then-
rolled for gold. I have 29 gold pieces.
Oh,
Damn,
slay.
cool.
You got more gold. I like to think that maybe you looted that off of the bodies of the fallen people.
There we go. I like it.
Some nice flavor.
Halfling?
Halfling, yes. Please read for me
Halflings.
these paragraphs, these first 2, if you'd like.
You are a little being with a big appetite and a comfortable home, which you plan to return to as soon as this one little quest is completed. And once you're home, you plan to never leave again. The taller races might enjoy hunting for gold and glory, but all you ask for is a full stew pot, a cozy home, and pleasant interlocutors. It's pleasant
Interlocution?
visitors. Pleasant visitors for tea time. Halflings are a cunt. A cunt.
Huh?
and unambitious country dwellers who live in well-ordered peace and quiet. Their small stature and modest goals let them escape the notice of most major powers. They keep to themselves and make contact with others only when they are inadvertently drawn into the affairs of the taller races, in quotations, as they call elves, dwarves, and humans. Halflings prefer lives of farming, gardening, beer brewing, and other simple crafts. The few that take up adventuring are usually traders or ne'er-do-wells who have somehow been thrust outside of the ordered nature of their normal lives. My hit points, I added a 1d6, so if you heal me, it will be with d6s, and I am at 10 hit points now. I rolled a 4.
Impressive.
They also note that we're small and lucky. The thing that I think is the coolest about the halfling, there's actually 2 things that are very cool to me. The weapon training. Halflings prefer to battle with a weapon in each hand. So I have 2 weapon fighting. If I am fighting with 2 weapons, well, actually, if I'm fighting with 1 weapon, I roll a d20 for my attack. However, if I'm fighting with 2 weapons, I get to roll 2 separate attacks, but each one is a d16. So, like, slightly less, aiming, but I get 2 rolls, so that's awesome. I think that's kind of fun. I'm trained in, like, club, crossbow, like, a bunch of different weapons, and I have my hand axe and I have my crowbar, so I was wondering if a crowbar could work as, like, a staff or a javelin.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. So essentially like that, because the hand axe is just a hand axe. I could also say that I took my brother's scissors, and that was as a dagger.
Hand-axe? Yeah, you can take any of the shit that people that died.
Well, he didn't die.
Oh, that's another thing.
I don't want to play them both.
You don't want to play both of them? It's kind of encouraged because it's hard.
Okay, I'll bring my brother along.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So he's also a halfling, so I won't have to do a bunch of extra stuff. I'll level him up, on my own time. So we've got Henri and Kurt on this journey. 2 weapon fighting. I double checked all of that. I score a crit and automatic hit on any roll of a natural 16. So when I'm rolling with a d16, it's a crit if I hit that 16. It's also funny because my agility is bad. My agility is a 7. It's a -1, but halflings are always considered to have a minimum agility of 16 when fighting with 2 weapons.
Oh my
so I'm
God.
clumsy as hell until I got 2 daggers in my hand, and then I'm tearing it up.
Hell yeah.
And I only fumble when I'm 2 weapon fighting if both are a 1.
Are you serious?
So the 2 weapon fighting is very nice. I do like that a
very
lot.
good.
Okay. I have dark vision. Infravision. I can see in the dark up to 30 feet. I'm small. I'm between 2 to 4 feet tall. And I'm little, so I can go through narrow passages. I'm slow, so my movement speed is only 20. And then there's some stealth stuff with me. I have a bonus. I have a +3 to sneak and hide. Because I'm little. That goes up, I think, when levels go up. Like, I gain more skills, but right now it's just that. And then this is the other thing that's really cool and is helpful to the party. Halflings are a good luck charm. So halflings are notoriously lucky. There's special stuff with my luck. For every 1 point of luck expended, I gain +2 to my roll instead of +1. And then, and I can regain luck 1 point per night, just like the thief. And then the big thing is that my luck can rub off on those around me. I can expend luck to aid my allies. The ally in question must be nearby and visible to the halfling. I can act out of initiative to burn luck and apply it to the allies' rolls. I lose the luck, the ally receives the benefit. And I'm not sure if that would be +2, right? Because it's my luck.
I think so.
First, halfling doubles the bonus of burning luck for every 1 point, gains +2 to their roll.
And it doesn't say... It says the halfling's luck modifier can apply to any roll made by an ally. Attack rolls, damage rolls, spells. Yeah, so I think it's just my luck.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean by your luck? Like your luck modifier or
the
luck you've burnt?
When I burn luck, it burns away from me, but other people can reap the benefit. And when I burn luck, it's a 1 to 2. So I think I can give other people +2.
Yes, you can.
Okay. One thing though, especially because now my brother's coming along, we can't both help. only one halfling can be a good luck charm at a time.
What does that say about halflings?
I think it says more about they don't want you having a party of 8 halflings and then you're adding plus 16 to every roll.
If one halfling helps another halfling, does that +2 get turned into +4 for the
No.
receiving halfling?
No.
Damn.
But
Shit, that-
But I bet if, like, Henri's luck is down to, like, 6 and he doesn't want to burn anymore, the other halfling could, like, burn luck instead of him.
Sure.
Okay. And then, yeah, the only other thing is the languages I know, which I will repeat, are Common, Halfling, and Ferret. I didn't pick ones for Kurt, so we're going to say that he also knows Common, Halfling, and Ferret.
The other thing I noticed for halfling also kind of applies for thieves that I forgot to mention, but we have different crit tables. So when we do our crit, and that's on page, yours is...
Oh, yeah, mine is table 3.
84.
I didn't
Yeah,
look at that.
on 84. It's just so when you crit, you're not just doing double damage, you roll a separate die on this new table.
Great.
It's like for thieves, I'm rolling a 1d10 on this special table just for thieves and elves, and it's like... when I crit, it's like there's different effects. So it's like, oh, it's like a clean strike, or like you can knock them prone, or you get an extra attack, or you blind them for a few rounds. Just like random shit like that.
Nice.
Your
Oh,
halfling title
Kurt
at level.
also has 10 HP. I rolled a
Yes.
6.
That's cool. It's kind of a fun pair. Like, I like the idea of it's like a Lord of the Rings-esque where you got a couple
Yeah.
halflings
1
there.
second breakfast.
It's like ice climbers.
Yes.
Climbers is
And they have a
dual
duck.
wielding ice climbers.
Wow.
Is the duck still alive?
The duck is still alive. The chicken got eaten.
Do you get a
When?
replacement chicken after the dungeon?
No, the chicken didn't belong to them. The chicken and the duck belonged to Odie and Lee.
Oh.
And because
Sure. Okay.
Henri is specifically a chicken butcher, I
'Cause he's the
don't
butcher.
think.
Yes,
Yeah, I
great.
don't think the chicken made it.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, you also get, and I don't know if you added this to yours too, Nick, the reflex, fortitude, and will bonuses that you
Yes.
get.
Yep.
Cool. All right, I think, is that it?
I think so. Do we want to talk a little? Well, I don't know if you had any grand plans for us about just how our dynamics might have changed on this journey.
Yeah, you totally can. If you want to update do you mean like your interpersonal dynamics or your like characters' vibes?
Interpersonal dynamics.
Okay.
Tim is our leader.
We could say, I mean, because here's the assumption is that technically, like if we were playing it fully, technically you guys wouldn't even be at fucking level 1 now. Like you guys would have gotten
What?
like when you level up and you get like 10 XP. So from the last encounter, you wouldn't really have even leveled up.
You're kidding.
You're
So we can kind of say you have been traveling for a little bit and you actually completed that quest that
Wow.
was being
we
teased.
played off stream.
Nice. Good job, team.
Wow.
So yeah, you've had like you've quested a little bit together and developed your things. How do you think that's affected your vibe?
I feel like Tim's probably not the leader. I mean, I'm happy to be the leader if that's kind of the vibe, but I feel like maybe Tim had been it because my 3 goblin guys, they all died. So like Tim, I think we found in the dungeon. I think he'd been there for months. I think y'all kind of maybe saved his ass.
And that
Wow.
shows persistence that we need.
Anish, you're trying to avoid. You're literally like ordained by a god. You are definitely the leader.
Shit.
Like T-Man is definitely who we're
You're kind of like
following,
the
right?
Gandalf of the group because you're also old.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
got
I'm
the
76.
Yeah.
Sam and Frodo, and then you got I don't know Aragorn,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we can say that
Aragorn the Gong Farmer.
I'm also
Maybe
thinking about
Faramir more like.
Yeah.
what weapons people have, and like Kurt has the scissors, right? So Kurt's more dagger situation. So I bet Kurt is trying to learn from Tim how to be like a thief.
Ooh.
Cute.
Oh, I see it.
And
get
Henri
it.
still wants that cookie.
I think maybe Tim's open to the cookie.
Well, Henri specifically wanted T-Man in the polycule.
Sure. I'm saying Tim's open to it too.
So
I mean,
T-Man,
T-Man has to rebuild the polycule, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we're all kind of
Slow and
whatever.
steady.
there's an
Slow and
interesting
steady.
energy in this party, and it's
Yeah,
made
it's a
more
lot of
interesting by the
potential.
fact that Henri and Kurt are let's say that they're just brothers. So Kurt is along for the ride, and Kurt does not recognize what's going on.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Y'all.
What?
Cool.
Just cracking up. Just
Totally
Y'all crack me up.
cracking up.
y'all crack me
We
up.
were screaming.
We were screaming. TTRPGs are supposed to be fun, Mrs. Refrigerator. Okay, well, if we've established all that, I don't think there's really anything else we have to cover in this Read episode. We've leveled you all up as long as that fucking took. Anish, what spells did you take?
I took darkness so I could hide. I took resist cold and heat so none of us could die to fire again.
Oh,
Wow.
I took second sight so I could see the future. And I took word of command to make people do stuff.
that's
The
pretty
Dom.
Let's just say I'm not so peaceful
cool.
as people
Oh,
make me
God.
out to be.
This is truly our first time on Read Play Game with an all-boy party.
What?
Is it?
Stop.
Yeah, because the
No.
closest we've gotten was Slug Blasters was like all bros, but Sammy B was non-binary.
What about the Jamais Vu? Is it the same situation? Was Al
Jamais
non-binary?
Vu, Al is a lesbian. Al is she, her.
I forgot about that.
Really?
Yes! Al's just butch.
I wasn't playing. I forgot.
My character art was Bob the Builder behind or in front of a lesbian flag.
I assumed
I forgot.
he transmasc lesbian.
Is this really it?
Yes, this is all dudes.
Hell yeah. And we
Dudes
couldn't
on a
even make
journey.
them
This is-
straight.
This
Dudes
is
rock.
Lord of the Rings.
Dudes
This is
rock.
Lord of the Rings.
Wait a
Yes.
minute. What about executive decision?
Shannon Wilson.
Oh. I'm a closet misogynist.
Closet.
The closet is glass.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, Dudes Rock campaign. We're playing the old game with weird overtones, and we're all dudes.
Yes.
But we're making them be in a gay polycule. So.
Dudes fuck. Dudes.
Dudes fuck.
God, I love it.
All right. Any other concerns before we shift?
We're shifting?
Yeah. How do you shift?
How do you shift?
Something that I think I get a +1 to attack for being a halfling, but Kurt has a -1, so it's a +0 to attack. So that's just a
Okay.
fun fact. I'm leveling up Kurt real quick,
This
and
is
most
gonna
of it
be
is normal.
A really funny kind of like back and forth where you guys can try to pull off like making up fake rules that you found on me, and I have to like call your bluffs or look it
Or
up
give us a
myself.
-10 to further spells.
Yeah, this game encourages a kind of antagonistic dynamic between the players and GM, which I don't really want to lean into.
We've always
but I
had
will
that.
if I have to.
Okay.
I don't know.
We picked a peaceful god. I say we. Anish picked a peaceful god, so we're just chilling.
Y'all are just chilling. Oh, I'm excited. This is gonna be
Kurt's
good.
cutting everyone's hair.
I forgot. Wait, I thought you were a haberdasher. Not a
Oh,
barber.
so true. But he's got scissors, so we can do both.
The barber died. Chad?
The demon barber of.
Chad. Yeah, Chad's dead.
I can bury him. I've got experience.
Yeah, burying people. I guess
you
you
so
unbury
much.
people, right?
Yeah, well, I technically bury and unbury shit, but
Well,
I can
yeah,
do
I
people
know.
too.
I can do people too.
It's kind of the same.
We all.
A shovel's a
turned to
shovel. At
shit.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
Fuck.
ashes to ashes.
All
shit
right,
to
folks
shit.
with an X. Let's jump into let's jump into our next episode.
Folks with an axe.
Sorry, folks with a he him because this is a bunch of dudes. Without further ado, we will see you on a different side of the table, a familiar one we were just on a couple minutes.
We've been playing musical chairs around this table.
Oh, that's
We
pretty
have
fun.
played these games before.
We played these
Oh.
games before.
I'm a heat. I'm a heat. I'm a
I'm a heat. That's really good shit.
Subscribe to our everything. Bye.
Okay.